I really need to get life insurance, you know. I just thought to myself, you know, what happens to my son if something bad happens to me on my bike? If I got life insurance, then it's all fine. I like the fact that bicycles all use lights nowadays. I don't know if they do that in America and Canada, but in Taiwan, everybody buys headlights for their bicycles, which is odd considering they're so unsafe in other ways, you know? Like pouring rain, dark out, no car, or, you know, small scooter, no headlight in the rain, or even at night. You see tons of scooters at night with their headlights off, but oddly enough, everyone who has a bicycle has a headlight. There we have a car, black car, driving at night with its headlights off. They just forget, but it's amazing how much they forget. Another factor to consider is that in America or Canada, if you forget to put your headlights on at night, you'll have a million people flashing you. And as soon as you have like one or two people flashing you, you'll be like, oh shit, did I forget my lights? And you'll figure it out. But in Taiwan, if you forget your headlights off at night here, not one person will remind you. Everyone just, I don't know, like, it's weird. But if, conversely, is that the right word? But the opposite is true. If during the middle of the day you have your headlights on, like the scooter here, in the middle of the day, you'll have people telling you, hey man, you forgot your headlights on. It's daytime. You forgot to turn your headlights off. You got people reminding you, like, constantly. But at nighttime, when you're driving with your headlights off, not one person will remind you. So that doesn't even make sense, you know? Riding at night on a scooter or motorcycle with your headlights off, it's like suicidally dangerous. And riding in the daytime with your headlights on, even if you, like, say, if, for example, you actually wanted them off during the day, then riding with them on is just a mild inconvenience at best, or a mild annoyance to others. But riding with your headlights off at night is extremely dangerous. It's not a mild annoyance, it's extreme danger. And it's something that you should be informed of, so it's weird. I've thought about this more than that. It's the reason, my guess, is the reason why people tell you your headlights on during the day is because it annoys them. Because they're sitting there in the daytime and then they see your light coming up behind them and they look and they go, why's he got his light on? It's daytime, he doesn't need it. And then they tell you because your light mildly annoyed them. But if you're driving at nighttime with your headlights off, nobody even notices you because your headlights are off. So you don't annoy anyone. So they don't bother telling you. And just for you guys, and because it's on topic,你的灯没有开，你也有小孩子, yeah. See, he's got a little kid on the back of his black scooter and he's riding at night with his headlight off. See, exactly, that's what I'm telling you about. He's endangering the life of his child. Like, statistically, how much higher of a chance does his daughter have of dying on his scooter with him riding it at night with his headlight off in comparison to headlight on? Like, you think he has like a 10 times greater chance of crashing and dying? 20 times? It's probably like, honestly, like, and I know a bit about these kind of statistics, it's probably something like 40 times greater. She's probably like 40 times more likely to die on her father's scooter because he has his headlight off than if he had it on. And you're thinking, wow, 40 times, that's so big. It's still, but you got to remember, it's still 40 times 1 is still, like, if regularly her chance of dying on the scooter is, 1 in a million, then 40 times greater is still 40 in a million. So chances are, even if they got their headlight off, they're still going to make it home without dying, right? But nonetheless, like, your daughter is 40 times less likely to die if you just flick that switch. Chances are you should flick it. And what I hate is, like, when I just told that guy that his headlight was off, did you notice how he just kind of looked and he was smiling? He kind of smiled at me and he looked and he's, oh, yeah, it's off. And then he flicks it on and he smiles back at me, oh, thanks, you know? If the situation were reversed, if I were riding on a scooter with my son, JD, and somebody pulled up beside me and said to me, hey, man, your headlight's off. You know, you're riding, there's another one. You know, you're riding your scooter with your little, 3-year-old son there, and your headlight's off. He's not 3 yet, but I'm saying he's too small to ride on a scooter now in the future. So someone says, you're with your small son and your headlight's off. I would be aghast. I'd be like, oh, thanks, man. Shit, sorry. Oh, so stupid. I'd be like, what's the word? Aghast is a good word, but there's another one. I'd be, I don't know, kind of like horrified at my own stupidity. I'd be kind of like ashamed, but there's another word. I forget. Yeah, so I'd be aghast. Let's stick with that one. I'd be mortified. There's a good word. I'd be mortified that I was endangering my son's life, and that's in that way. You know what I mean? But like when that guy, he's riding along with his daughter, his headlights off, dangerous as fucking hell. His scooter's black, no one can see him coming. A car could easily pull out in front of him, kill both of them, and he's just like, oh, thanks. You know, it disgusts me. But a lot disgusts me, because I'm M13.